guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T-Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today we're going to talk about Naoya Inoue and Fulton in the upcoming matchup July 25th in Japan. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We do appreciate your feedback. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And the first thing I want to talk about here is the fight has been delayed, obviously, from May 7th. It's been pushed back to July because Naoya Inoue suffered a hand injury during preparations for their fight. That being said, the fight was quickly rescheduled instead of being postponed in a way with an indefinite date. They rescheduled it pretty quick. So that means that I interpret that as a minor injury that they just didn't want to take a risk. I believe Naoya Inoue wanted to continue on and actually go through with the fight, but his team and the people around him thought it'd be better if he took that time. I'm also glad he did so because I do believe that Fulton is going to bring a good fight to the table, and no matter what side of the coin you're on, you don't want a injury or some type of ailment being the reason that the fight gets swayed. You want both fighters at their best, so I think that taking the time is important. Now, unlike a video you've probably seen or will see from me where I'm talking about Jamel Charlo and Tim Tszyu and maybe this additional delay in their fight hurting the fight, I think this actually improves the chances of a better fight. Number one, Naoya Inoue gets to heal. He gets to heal fully, but then also Fulton's going to be cleared of Ramadan. So when you have these two guys getting to the ring, there won't be anything about one guy's not getting the right nutrition, one guy's not been medically cleared properly. You're going to see two fighters go in the ring that have had plenty of opportunity to really work out all the kinks. This gives Inoue more time to find a sparring partner that can simulate what Fulton does. This also gives Fulton more time to work with some guys that throw combinations with power. What you'll find is two really sharp competitors getting into the ring and giving each other the best that they have. Something else I'd like to consider in this video is why I think it's a 50-50 fight. Now, I've looked at a couple different film studies. I've done my own film study, and what I've come up with is there's a pretty significant path to victory for both guys. Inoue is obviously going to be able to use his power so he can knock Fulton out at any time, but he's also going to be able to run combinations and he doesn't really wear down. So in my opinion, those play to his advantage. On the other side of the coin, Fulton is going to be slick. He has better foot movement. Defensively on the inside, I think he's a better fighter. So what that means is in situations where Inoue is used to coming out as the better fighter, he's going to be at a disadvantage. And I think that Fulton will elect to get in close. He's going to force Inoue to shorten up his shots and take different angles to get his punches off. And when you're facing someone slick that's not going to just stand in front of you all the time, that task becomes a little bit harder. So I think that there's something that each guy does that offsets what the other does well, and it's going to create a really competitive matchup. No matter what the odds makers might say, when you look at what can happen in the ring, those odds aren't necessarily based on the skill sets of the fighters. It's based on the previous results. And often previous results are a byproduct of the different competition you're facing. Some guys get a inflated record by facing competition that's tailor-made for them. If you think of somebody like Jaime Munguia, Zurdo Ramirez, these guys have what I consider inflated records because they were placed in front of people that would give them the right type of fight, something to make them look good. And when you finally put Zurdo in front of somebody that did something different and at a high level, he was exposed for the fighter that he is, a very basic, come forward guy. So in my opinion, I think that both these fighters are going to see something they're not familiar with, and it's really going to force them to dig deep and show exactly the high level and high class athletes they are. So in my opinion, it's going to be 50-50 and a great match to watch. Would love to get your thoughts. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until the next time I'm out. Peace.